Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Hi, I'm Rob the accountant. I like to help people build companies while finding solutions to whatever problems may come your way. Talk to me live on Twitch whenever I'm online. Questions, ideas, whatever, let's talk. Um, I'll jump right into it. As I said prior, I'm just going to keep the lines open at various times here and see, who jumps on, who's got questions. And that's what we're here for. So I'll probably be here today for maybe an hour. I'm hoping, maybe longer. I'm not really sure what the 9 o'clock time zone is going to do for anybody, but I'm excited. And we'll just jump around and we'll just talk business stuff. Yeah, look at I spelled things wrong. Um, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with lighting and stuff. I've got these lights all over the place in my eyeballs. I'm already blind and light sensitive. So I have to use glasses, unfortunately, for the rest of my life. Mm, well, no news is good news, right? Doesn't seem to be anything out there that's crazy. I mean, other than the DeSantis Trump fight, that's going to be funny. Tyrant Ron against crazy Trump. I think Trump's probably going to win that one, though. That's my take on it. Um, Tyrant Ron's he's a little bitch. When you're banning books and you're banning drag shows and you're going after Disney, you just got freaking problems, okay? I mean, you're rich, you're the governor of the state, you eat good meals every day of the week. I mean, I don't know why you can't just leave people alone. Yeah, he clearly doesn't like black people, okay? And on that note, they're gonna be like, "Oh well, DeSantis ran, he won the whole state of Florida," but that's not really true. What he did is he diminished the black vote in Miami-Dade County. He expanded the borders because everybody just gerrymanders all over the country. So they can't win with the masses, so they draw the map to just account for their own people. And so he took Miami-Dade County and he surrounded it with all his supporters and diluted the district. And those folks' numbers outweighed the actual people of Miami-Dade County. So it looks like Miami-Dade County voted Republican. And like that, Tyrant Ron swept the whole state, but that's not what he did at all. So he doesn't, he only cares about himself. He's worse than Trump. I don't know. Uh, Trump's funny sometimes and a little bit out there, a little bit crazy, and he's got some things he needs to work on. But we've lived with him in New York prior to him being president. So for us, it's never been anything. I mean, just you're in New York, you deal with Trump. It is what it is. Um, so, but I don't think he was banning books. Maybe holding the Bible upside down, but not banning books and telling people they can't be what they want to be. I mean, I don't know if If you pay for the venue, it's your venue, and you clean up after the venue, and I mean, you have fun, and there's no destruction. I don't see the problem. I mean, they used to have clubs where they locked everybody out, right? No women were allowed, no brown people were allowed, so whatever. A club is a club. It's free to do what it wants. But I don't think you should go out and, start targeting people. My take is, maybe we should all stop asking for other people to pay for shit and just pay for it ourselves. I don't want to begrudge anybody who's winning, but if 30% of us are paying one and 60% are not, then there should be some dilution to bring that more into balance. Either the people who are paying should pay less, which I'm all for, or the ones who are not paying should pay a little. So who cares? Hey, it's not a bad place to live here, and people are afforded a lot more opportunities than they think. And if you just look over there at Europe and Russia, I mean, there's missiles flying. So, I mean, I don't think any of us have ever experienced that in our life, and I hope to never experience it in my life, but that's just me. So just keep it simple. If you go out to make some money and find a way to generate wealth for your family, that in itself is going to take enough time to keep you pretty occupied. And depending on what your industry is, it might take you a lifetime. So God knows that being an accountant is a great career. And being a lawyer is a great career, and being a doctor is a great career. There's some practices of being a medical doctor that are more profitable than others, but it's still the same level of grind out. You're just doing it in a different level. So, wouldn't mind owning Amazon. Amazon would be great to own. Jeff Bezos' money would be awesome, but just think he was selling books. That's how he started, selling books, and everyone laughed at him. And you go back to, 1998, 1999, when they were laughing at him. I'll probably pick up some pictures of him, Bezos, butthead Bezos. But, that's how he did it. He won. Now they ship everything from China, so that's what you're buying. And that's fine, because Americans, we can't make anything without, everybody making $100 an hour. So, and then when you pay all the Americans $100 an hour to make shit, yeah, it's broken. People should go look at the Family Guy episode with Rush Limbaugh and Brian Peter's dog. Brian, I think, replaces everything in the apartment with American goods, and they all break. It's pretty funny. So, but it's not funny because we used to make the best shit in the world, and now we don't make anything. We make coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, coffee. So, but I wouldn't mind owning a Dunkin' Donuts. I'll be honest with you. Give me a Dunkin' Donuts, a Tim Hortons. I don't have the $1 million, but I would take one of those. I mean, people drink coffee every day of the week. They eat donuts. It seems like it's a winning solution, better than McDonald's. But I don't know. You have to decide what you want to be in. I just can't believe there's really no news. If you guys ever get a chance, people should study the Amish. The Amish are hell of a cool anomaly in the United States in 2023. It's beautiful. They don't hook up to the electric grid. They don't hook up to the water grid. They get to go around with horses and buggies. That shit is cool as hell, bro. The horses get to eat grass, and other than wintertime, I mean, you're just talking, farting around the town. It's not. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm just saying. They're pretty disconnected. I know nothing about their ideology or what they study, and I'm not gonna, and people can have their views one way or another, but the people I know and see, it just seem to be pretty simple people, doing their own thing, and I bet you their utility bills are a lot less than mine. That's pretty certain. So who knows? Anyways, I got a little puppy. He stays with me most of the time. So, anyways, who knows? Maybe 9 o'clock's good. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's not. I wanted to ramble about useful shit. I don't want to ramble about dumb shit. So, I think there's enough people doing that and trying to divide the country just fine. I want to help you put money in your pocket. And then you can check out and you don't have to listen to any of it. Or me. Or anybody else. That would be great, wouldn't it? You can just listen to yourself. Why don't we just listen to ourselves? Why is everyone so concerned about listening to what everybody else says? My mother used to say, what are you going to do? They all jump off a bridge. You're going to follow them off the bridge. Say, well, I'm not going to follow them off the bridge. But if it's raining money and they're all running outside to get money, I'm going to run outside and get money too. It all depends on the situation. But we do have to ask ourselves why we care so much sometimes. What we should care about is what we're doing and how we're moving that forward in our own lives. And when we're so angry and so bothered by those around us, all it does is it keeps us, from moving forward. I mean, let's say you working at Tim Hortons, okay? You can make things happen. I have a friend who made $11 an hour for the longest time, and she owned a house. It was a little $75,000 house. It was nothing. It wasn't an expensive house, but she could afford it. It was her house. She worked 60 hours a week. Yeah, I always thought that she worked too much, but she put the effort in. She made it happen. It's, you can do what you want. It just, sometimes you got to look past 30 days and sometimes even look past 18 months and, set up a plan that aligns with where you want to pursue. Not how you feel or anything. It's just like, I want a house in 3 years. Okay, I say that now. Now, what do I do? Well, I probably should go get a copy of my credit report. I can get that for free, right? Start there, see what's on there that makes my life bad or good. Excuse me. And then, once I have that, I can start working on the things that I need to fix there. And then I can go to the bank and I can get a better credit report and they're going to tell me even more what I need to fix. And then, I could, grab one of these apps, and there's just a million ways if you really want to put your effort forward to do it, that you can do it. And I suggest everybody does it before, the housing crisis, which there really is no housing crisis. There's an inability to build crisis. There's tons of land everywhere, but no capacity, and no brains. Other than the rich people who want to sell the houses for $400,000 or $500,000, there's no national effort to build affordable houses, like to just brick them up, one design homes that you see. Not for the idea of that this is the home where if you make a ton of money, you're gonna want one of these homes. But if you're somebody who is working hard and your whole family's making under $70,000 a year, you can reach that point where you stop paying for rent and you can just live in your home and retire. But that's nearly impossible today. So I would strongly encourage everybody to go out and find anywhere to grab what you can now. And, nobody's incapable. Everything's reviewed in 16 to 24 months. Everywhere. Everything. Some maybe a little bit shorter, 12 to 18 months. It depends on what the situation is. But, you know, if you're paying $700 or $800 for a car, maybe the next car should not be $700 or $800, and maybe you can go find yourself a 2-family, or just start with a piece of land. You know, people buy lots. If you buy a piece of land somewhere, say 18, 20 grand, you can develop it. You can go to that town and you can put a mobile home on it or an RV, and you can apply to have a septic system and whatever power is within view of the street usually. So they make things so difficult, and they make things seem like it's really out there. But if you take the time and you want to do it yourself, most of the time, if you look at a generation or two above me, and I'm a little bit under 50, so my parents and their parents, it was very common for a lot of people in America to build their own homes, literally to build their own homes. They would buy land and they would, get it framed up and then live in the house for, 6 months without a kitchen, and then they'd fix the kitchen and, the half bathroom and stuff. So I've always thought it's a little crazy that you can build a home today out of materials that I can buy and I can price out. And somehow when that home is complete, it's 10 times the price of those materials. It doesn't work like that with cars, right? You would never buy a Honda Accord for $80,000, right? It's just certain things, the things you need the most, the house. So whatever people need, I'm here to try to answer some questions for you and pull you outside the lane that you're accustomed to and say, hey, what do you really want to do? Whether you're 28, you're 34, you're 39, you're 42, you're 47, you're 50, 55, you're 60. I have a 72-year-old client, still out there trucking around every day. He's a wonderful guy. He has this beautiful PT Cruiser collection. Like, seriously, like, and, he says it's a classic, and I'm not going to tell him it's not a classic, because it's a classic. The car's was in 1995 or something, so it's almost 30 years old, so it's definitely the time is there for a classic. But he runs around, he does these PT Cruiser shows, and he tries to get other people to do it, and he's 72, and it's just, why not? If it makes him happy, he should do it. So that's all I'm saying to folks, whatever the situation may be. Let's get it done for you.